What's up, guys? Right, I'm feeling that like I'm kind of sloping down just a little bit with all these weekly updates and not much else going on. So, what I'm going to be doing is, because this week has really been like so dry and so dead, there's pointless making me a 5-minute video on how crap my life is in this week. Not saying that it's bad, just saying that there's really nothing really that much going on. So, like what I'm going to be doing, a little bit of filler content whilst I'm doing these weekly updates. Just something a little bit of fun, something that, keeps me in the groove and keeps me going and keeps me making videos and keeps me in the loop, you know what I mean? I'm going to do this weekly update and then I'm going to introduce you to something new, something that was going to be pretty fun for me, probably going to be pretty fun for you, but it's all good therapy. So let me just quickly brush over the 5 key elements and the 6 key elements or whatever, and then we'll just get straight into that content, and then I'll show you exactly just a little bit of what I'm going to go on about. Finance, education, housing, mental and physical health. Well, I'm going to completely skip miscellaneous because there hasn't been much going on other than making different content now to keep me interested and not getting bored of the same weekly updates, because it is getting a bit mundane for me. So I want to actually spice it up a little bit, get a little bit of fun going on, but also help at the same time. Finance, nothing's going on. Ain't got paid any more money. No money's been at my bank. Done. Education, still nothing. Done. Housing, still nothing. Done. Mental and physical health. Mental health has just been the same as every freaking day of the week right now. Nothing's changed. Still happy. Still good. No problems. Done. Physical health. Yes, I've been doing a bit of press ups. Yes, I've been doing a bit of sit-ups, but that's about it. Done. Now we can move on to the new thing that I wanted to try out. And this is going to be basically like, if you've ever watched the game show Vault 101, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a Vault 101, which is basically like you pick 2 or 3 things that like really get on your nerves, like in life, like things that you just grind your gears, things that just get on your tits, and you just explain it, you put it into this like vault, and then you have to worry about it again. And I feel that'd be quite a good tactic for me to use to get rid of all the little niggling annoying things out of my life, so I'm going to be using that. So I'm going to call it Jordan's Prison, because why not? So without further ado, right, let me just go swivel into his chair and let's get this game show started.
Now watching Jordan's Prison with your host, Unbroken Harry.
Well, that's a take, isn't it? Okay then, so my chair just got damn broke. But that's not going to stop me doing all the reviews right now. So welcome to Jordan's... Nice. Welcome to Jordan's Prison. No, this ain't actually a prison note, by the way, I'm just saying. So, welcome to Jordan's Prison. This is literally like the section of the weekly update, and probably going to be its own thing later on if I can't think of anything decent to put on my weekly updates to make it a little bit more fun. So, what I'm going to be doing is we'll have 3 subjects that I'm going to pick off the top of my head that I find that's quite annoying, and then I'm going to be getting that, explaining it, ranting on about it for like 5 minutes or whatnot, and then I'm going to chuck it into that prison, and I'm going to be allowed on. Pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? The first thing I want to put into my prison is celebrity news. Oh my days, you know how much it pisses me off knowing that like someone's wrote an article, journalism that have got like, probably higher qualifications than me, right, pointless ass news about people no one should really care about. Oh, Rihanna's brushed her teeth today, let's write a 3-page article on that. Oh, and it's got like 100k flipping views, and why? Why does anyone care? It's like it's newsworthy. No one's writing a flipping report on me flipping washing my face every goddamn day, are they? So why, or for anybody, like, imagine if a fucking news article wrote like a flipping life story about what you do on the flipping day. It's a bit pointless, no one's going to read it, only you read it, pointless shit. I was checked up on my newsfeed today, and there was literally a newsfeed on some guy, some millionaire footballer, made a cheese toasty. Oh, that's newsworthy, is it? He's like, oh, it's because he's a millionaire, he can probably get like a sous chef to make in the future. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like he's a millionaire, but he's human, so he knows how to work a fucking toasting machine. And if he doesn't, then that's just ridiculous, isn't it? So you can kick a ball around the field for 90 minutes, but you can't put cheese on a bit of bread and stick it in a flipping toasting machine and press it. Really? So you're telling me that if I end up getting famous, I'm going to have some journalists telling me how I wash my fucking bowls in the morning? Am I going to be telling this fucking journalism about how I make myself a cup of tea once a day, and then he's going to like write a 20-page article and everyone's going to know about that, and it's just a whole simping, oh, he made a cup of tea, oh bless him. I'm not being funny, but they're not completely flipping disabled, even though they make them look like they're disabled, like because they're millionaires or incompetent of doing anything with their life. Like, really? Okay, so that is basically my short rant. I don't think I've got anything more to say on celebrity news. It's just super pointless. But nonetheless, let's go for my next one. My next one hits too close to here, basically, more than anything. I never knew that I hated this much as I would have done, but now this really gets on my nerves. I have to deal with this every goddamn day, especially living near the seaside. And if you live near the seaside, you know exactly what I mean. Freaking seagulls, mate. God damn, I hate seagulls. Seagulls are freaking annoying. They've got the worst scream. It's like they're laughing at you. It's like they're mocking you. They're so annoying. Around here, they're freaking mutants because they attack you. They attack your kids. They attack your pets. They probably take your fucking chihuahua. They take your gerbil. I don't know. Like they're just assholes, man. And around here, they're so big that they actually tip over full-on wheelie bins. They'll just trash the entire street, and then they'll just start picking out food, and then they leave it all, they leave all that crap on this debris of street now that you've got, and it's ridiculous. Like, why would you have it? Why does God make such pointless f***ing creatures? They don't do anything. All they do is they pick on the smaller birds, they trash everywhere else, and then they just have the worst sound, and they shit on my car, and they shit on everybody else's car like no tomorrow. Now, I thought pigeons were bad, but seagulls, they just gang, and where I'm from, yeah, seagulls fucking everywhere. Like, you can't walk down the street without being a gang of freaking seagulls. They're like the roadmen of Scotland, right? You walk down an alley, there's freaking seagulls, and you walk down the street, seagulls. You know, you go to the flipping early learning centre to drop your kids off, it's down to be freaking seagulls hanging around. They're freaking everywhere. They're like the watchmen of places like Dundee now. It's ridiculous, you know. And you always see them, right? And you always see them hanging on top of like top end of buildings, and you see them just scouting around. They're like a whole flipping like task force themselves. Because as soon as they spot like just a flake of a Greg sausage roll, well, you know what they do. I know what they do. For all the people that don't know what they do, oh yeah, that's gone. You don't have a sausage roll anymore. You don't have your chicken bacon anymore. You don't have a steak bake, and you don't have a pizza because it's gone. You took it. It takes them seconds from you walking out of that shop to then go whoosh, and then just completely taking whatever you bought, whatever you had. And there ain't no receipt and there ain't no warranty for going back on that food scene. The seagulls so they just say, oh, don't eat outside there. What if I want to eat outside? What if it was a lovely day like this, right? What if it was a lovely day like that, and you thought, do you know what, I'm fancy a bit of an alfresco, I want to go out and I want to, you know, have a little bit of a barbecue in this fucking seagulls there, isn't it? So they're going to shit all over your barbecue, they're going to eat your food, they're going to stand around on your table and basically bully you into submission to the point where you go in, you have no food because they've took it. They're basically just bully subvert, they're assholes. Fucking looked at roundhouse kick them one day. I don't care if Peter gets involved, you can't defend these because he's just assholes. They don't deserve to live, they just fucking hate seagulls, man. There's no reason why seagulls should exist other than to just be a complete nuisance. Seagulls, man. There's another one as well that is more for like dating. Now this thing is the defining point between getting me like into you and completely just ignoring you straight up. Now I've had quite a few people I've talked to on like Tinder and stuff, so that's alright. But the problem is that probably like 80% of them do this, and this is the thing that just maybe get enough. You know, looks get you only so far. So what gets on my nerves, right? This is the third and final thing. Stage conversations. Me, when I'm dating, when I'm talking to you, I give out full-body messages, yeah? I don't just go with the straight old, hey, I'm asking you a question. I'm actually being like, you know, a proper connoisseur on conversations. I'm trying to make it out like, you know, I'm trying to put all my cards out without trying to make myself double bluffing. So what I do is I make the conversation interesting, which is great. full-body conversations, proper good dialogue, you know, keeping the conversation flow. But the amount of fucking times I get the same boring conversation. What are you doing? Oh, and I could go, not much more about you, but yeah, that's boring. Who the f talks like that? What, you like a fucking caveman? No. What I do, right, is I make myself like I know how to fucking talk to people, like I'm actually being more extroverted than I should be, right? So I'm going, oh, do you know what? I'm actually doing alright. It's been a great day. I've been going out, seeing my friends, seeing my family, talking to my family on FaceTime. You know, I've been doing this, going out. Other than that, I haven't been doing much. Just been relaxing, rested, you know, playing a few games, watching TV, you know, the usual. I have some emojis or whatever, and I'll be like, how are you? What have you been doing today? How you been? You know, stuff like that. So I make it full-bodied. I make the chunky sentence, right? Because I'm giving that woman something to read, you know, something that she's got enough to go on, so she can reply back without the one. But they do it, and they do that one thing when they go, see you friends. How the f am I meant to like reply to that? And then I try to, so I go, okay. So that's strike one. You get 3 strikes from me. If you get 3 strikes and you f it up, then I just lose interest in you. That's basically how I go. So if you give me some boring ass conversation like, alright, so you're basically just not giving a fuck then, really, are you? So why should I really care? So I'm down, alright, so okay, so maybe she doesn't know how to reply to like 16 things that I could figure out how to reply to that. If she says going out with friends, I'm like, oh, okay, did you do anything? You know, what did you do? You know, like trying to stoke the fire, you know what I mean? You know, just trying to get a fucking good conversation by asking who, what, where, when. I'm not trying to be a stalker or nothing. I'm trying to just let this conversation not being put out and dead and just buried, you know, because I actually try. It's like, oh, okay, so, you know, where did you go? Is it nice? You know, did you enjoy it? You know, and all this crap. Yeah, it was alright. How about you?
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
I've heard, right, the saying, conversations like tennis. If I whack a hard ball at you, you're going to get back velocity, yeah? And I'm expecting you to whack a hard ball back. If I whack a pussy pathetic softball at you, I can whack a pussy pathetic softball back, but it doesn't mean it's going to reach the net. So, in order for me to reach over the net, I've got to do a little bit harder, so you'd end up hitting harder and hitting it back. But what these girls end up doing is I'm like, fucking, and then they're like, and then I'm like, fucking 10 up to me, and then it's again. Like, are you fucking serious? Like 20 up, and it just goes until we get to like, you know, 40, and then match point, a game point, and then you're done basically, you know. Small conversations, like it really changes that who you are and how you speak to people just by adding a few more fucking words, and you know. It's not just girls that do it. I heard that guys do it as well. I'm gonna put like a 3.5 on it, right? Another kind of thing related to that is when guys poorly construct their first words with women, right? No, you're not going to make a woman fall in love with you by saying sit on my face now, are you? It's not really classy, is it? You don't say sit on my face, you don't go, oh, you look good in my sheets and shit like that, right? That's not how you pull a girl, mate, I tell you. The amount of girls that have turned around to me and said that, and they said that they don't like creepy ass guys, even if they're fit as f***, turn around to them and go, can you like sit on the glass table and shit or something? You know, something weird like that. Yeah, that's not going to pull a girl, mate. You want to actually like at least impress them, not actually make it out like, you know, you've got something about you. So why don't you just stop being such a creep? Actually try and make the girl like you. Eventually you might suck your dick. You know, at least you've got a bit more of a chance there. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but you can at least fucking try to be, you know, on a level with her. Be a little bit of a gentleman, you know. Girls like flowers. Some of them are poisonous, I know, and then some of them are quite delicate. I mean, you can't just go straight running into a field. You end up just destroying and ploughing through all these flowers. Sometimes you just got to take your time and sift through the right flowers to get the right one. Sometimes you got to go through a few flowers. Talking all these flowers making this. I don't even know why I've got this. I don't know how I got that. I have no idea. Maybe it's eczema, maybe I don't know. People have been saying, oh, why have you got that in your face? I mean, like, you know, I have no idea. I think I need to go to a skin therapist or a dermatologist. It's just something, I don't know. But again, it doesn't really bother me. It just makes me look like I've got like Rambo scars or something on me, which is pretty cool. There's my George's prison, and those three are gonna fuck off in now. If we have less celebrity news, then we have less clutter in the news, and we can actually have things that we can actually kind of be terrified about or feel good about. And if we had decent conversations with people, then no one will be a boring fuck. That's sweet, isn't it? If the next weekly update's gonna be a bit better than last week, and I've got more filler then I might do that on the next video. But I find it's pretty fun, and I'm going to try and do different things to keep myself spicing out. But okay, so the problem is as well, just a little one. Another thing that's been getting on my nerves, and this is a general thing, is my Mac is doing my freaking nutter. Every time I try to upload a video on my Mac, it gets all the way to the upload and it just deletes it straight away. I'm getting annoyed with it. It's taking me more time, more patience to deal with that. Like, I don't mind editing. As soon as I've been editing, it takes me a few hours, yeah. I mean, it may take me to like 11 or midnight to finish it, yeah. When it's not physically uploading in the first place, when it gets on my nerves. Hopefully you like that main portion, and hopefully you liked my pretty weekly update. But again, I'm just trying for something new now. I guess you can put that as miscellaneous. You can do whatever you want with that as you will. But I will let you go. I'm going to sort this freaking chair out. I'm going to have fun. I'm not going to do it and it's not 18 degrees or something. It's getting boiling. But yeah, I hope I see you soon, yeah?